Here we go, baby. Week 6 NFL. It's time to make my picks and see if I could get all of them right. Let's just run the table. Looking for a perfect week. Maybe this is the week for me. So let's kick off the action. Thursday night football. The Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. One Super Bowl bound. The other one is fighting for the first overall pick. So, as a Bronco fan, I got to go with the Chiefs here. Mahomes has never lost to the Broncos in his career. This could be a trap game, which is what I'm hoping for, but most likely the Chiefs are going to get the job done. Chiefs will win this game. So we continue on. We got the game over the pond in London. We got the Baltimore Ravens, the Tennessee Touchdown Titans. Two teams who are up and down. You don't know what you're going to get. Flip the coin, especially in London. Who's going to win this game? I'm saying the Ravens are going to win this game. I think Lamar Jackson bounces back after playing against that stout Tennessee Titans or Pittsburgh Steelers defense. He's going to come play the Titans and maybe get his mojo back because he seems to have their number in history. He's played well against the Titans, so I think he continues that. And they show out in London, and they beat the Titans. So Ravens winning this game. And then we got the Washington Commanders and the Atlanta Falcons, two teams who are up and down as well. A lot of these teams, it's a bad break if ball rolls the wrong way, whatever you say. But I'm thinking here the Atlanta Falcons are at home. They're starting to figure it out. Riddler, their quarterback, he's still learning, but they got a lot of talent around him. And the Commanders' defense is pretty solid, but the offense is just a little bit less than what you expect from the Falcons. So I think the Falcons will get the job done here. Falcons get the win. And the Minnesota Vikings, Chicago Bears. Who's going to win this one? I think Justin Fields is starting to find a rhythm, and this offense gets going as they get a little streak going, and they're going to beat the Minnesota Vikings. They're going to be without Justin Jefferson. Kirk Cousins, that safety valve was always there for him. It's not going to be there. He's going to have to adjust. And they're just not a well-rounded team. They don't really like to run the ball. It's going to show that they need to be balanced. And the Bears, well, they're just going to have their way because Minnesota has a very bad defense, and Justin Fields is going to be running and throwing, making it happen. The Bears are going to win this game. And we got the Seattle Seahawks and the Cincinnati Bengals. This one is going to be my sneaker game of the week. These two teams are going to come out battling. But I think the Bengals found something last week when they got the big-time win against the Cardinals. Joe Burrow's starting to look like he's getting healthy. He's always been known to be a slow starter, so same story, different day for the Bengals as they start to get their mojo going and start getting back into that playoff contention. So I'm thinking they're going to get the job done and beat the Seahawks, who are a well-balanced team, but don't do well when they fall behind. So I think the Bengals will put the pressure on them. Geno Smith, he's a great game manager, but he's not a great quarterback bringing his team back when he has to put it on his shoulders. So he's the trailer. He's not a truck. So he needs his team to pull him. So he can't pull his team, vice versa. Nonetheless, Bengals win this game. And the San Francisco 49ers go to the dog pound to play the Cleveland Browns. It's still up in the air whether Deshaun Watson's going to play or not. Either way, I think the San Francisco 49ers are going to keep on rolling here. It's going to be time. Too many weapons. Brock Purdy just efficient on offense, and his defense has got all pros all over it. And they're going to be too much. The Browns are a little injured right now. And it's going to be the Niners just going to keep on keeping on. They're going to get the win, continue their undefeated season, maybe until they get to play Philadelphia. Maybe both those teams will stay undefeated to that point. But San Francisco 49ers are going to win this game. New Orleans Saints and Houston Texans. This is an interesting one. Both these teams, man, they play well when they're the underdogs. But I'm going to do what I always do. I'm going to pick the Saints. New Orleans, Alvin Kamara, Derek Carr. They got wide receivers. Jimmy Graham's still making plays. I just think they're going to show their veteran savviness, against this young Texans team. We all know CJ Stroud's been playing well. I'm sure he's going to continue that, but the Saints are just going to get the win here. So Saints get it done. And the Jacksonville Jaguars, Indianapolis Colts. I'm going to say the Colts, if they had Anthony Richardson, they would get this game done. But Gardner Minshew coming in as the starter, he's not, all the pressure's on. He seems to have trouble when he is knowing he's going to be starting. When he comes and fills in, man, he fills in, he plays. And on instincts, he's a pretty darn good quarterback. But since he is the starter going in, I think the Jaguars are going to get the job done. You know, they got a big time win against the Buffalo Bills. They're feeling like they could take on anyone. And this is where they start making that lead in their division. Maybe look for another divisional crown. They're going to get the win in this game, Jaguars. Miami Dolphins, Carolina Panthers. Carolina still trying to figure it out. Chase Young looking like a rookie, learning. Just doesn't have the firepower. And, you know, it's going to be another painful lesson as they face the Miami Dolphins, who are red hot. And they'll continue their reign of terror with whoever running back they plug in, because Mostert's there and Achu is hurt, so he's not going to play, most likely. But still too much firepower for the Miami Dolphins with Waddle back and, of course, Tyreek Hill. Miami's going to put up the points. In Carolina, you know, it's just going to be a tough one for them. It's going to feel like this game's going to be a very long, painful lesson. And we got the New England Patriots, who are falling apart every week. And the Las Vegas Raiders, they're always a team that finds a perfect opportunity to let everybody down. But I think this week, their defense has been stout. Crosby's going to have himself a career day. He's going to have a lot of sacks. And the Raiders are going to get the job done. As long as they realize they just need to run the ball, have Jimmy just be that game manager, get Devontae Adams involved, they'll win this game. So Raiders will win. And we got the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams. The Rams, you know, tough loss. They're playing one of the hottest teams in the league last week, the Eagles. I think they kind of take out their frustrations on the Arizona Cardinals team, who is, you know, tougher than you would think. But the Rams just got too much firepower. Their offense is back to full strength now for the first time since last week. So I think they got some reps together. So they're really going to be clicking. They're going to be looking like a well-oiled machine. McVay's going to give his guys plenty of opportunities to make plays. So the Rams are going to get the win here. And the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Jets. The Jets are tough and gritty. Defense is going to keep them in most games. But the Philadelphia Eagles, you know, they got that run game. Jalen Hurns, more than a game manager. I know a lot of people like to say that about him, but this guy can make the throws and use his legs. He's a dual threat, classic. Just this modern generation of quarterbacks that could do it all, big and strong. Eagles are going to win this game. You know, might be a little close. The Jets defense is going to do what they can. But the Jets can continue to control the clock like they did last week. They're going to fight, but Eagles are going to win. Maybe they'll stay undefeated too. So when they match up against the Niners, it'll be battle of the undefeated. Eagles all the way. Detroit Lions, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Bucs, a surprise team to everyone. Baker Mayfield playing well. You got to give the man credit. He's using his weapons. This team's only a couple years removed from the Super Bowl. But the Detroit Lions are hungry. They want to get to the playoffs, and I think they're going to be too much. They're going to put it on the Buccaneers, and they're going to get the win and just keep their push. Campbell just got this team fired up, and the Buccaneers, you know, keep that momentum going. You guys got something going, but this Lions team is just too good right now. They're going to get the win. And the Dallas Cowboys and the Los Angeles Chargers. After a week off, Herbert's healed up the whole 9 yards. Mike Williams is out for the year. I think Eckler is going to be making his return. This is going to be a doozy of a game. I think this is going to be the game of the week if you have to pick one. I have my surprise game of the week, but this is the game of the week. The Cowboys once again in the spotlight. Let's see if they get it going. I think after that last lackluster offensive effort in a week prior, I think they're going to come out and score, put some points up, look good on offense, Pressure's on. Prescott, I think they get that balance back. Chargers going to give them a run for their money, but the Chargers are going to charger. So the Cowboys will find a way to win this game. Cowboys win. Chargers go down. This is how it goes. And last but not least, we got a Sunday night matchup with the New York Giants and the Buffalo Bills. I forgot the previous matchup, Dallas and Chargers, is Monday night, so that's the last game of the week. But this last game I'm picking is Sunday night, Giants, Buffalo Bills. You know, the 1990s, these two teams had quite the nasty rivalry. Jim Kelly, Phil Simms, Jeff Hostetler plugging the Giants quarterback. They battle each other. Two unique teams. One team liked to run the ball, one team liked to pass the ball. The Bills still got that big play capabilities here with Josh Allen. A little more athletic than Jim Kelly was back in the day, but I think Josh Allen, this offense got too much firepower. They're just going to score a lot of points against this Giants team who's really struggling, especially on offense. But Saquon Barkley, he may be ready to go. Maybe he'll be that spark they need. Maybe if they could slow the game down and keep that dangerous Bills offense off the field, they could build momentum, maybe sneak one. But more likely than not, the Buffalo Bills are going to win this game. I'm calling it blowout, 41-8. So we review week 6. Let's see how I do. You know, I keep saying I'm in the groove, but you never know, man. All these guys and all these teams, they get paid to play, so they could surprise you. There could be many upsets in the making here, so we'll see what happens. Enjoy your week. I'll see you guys with the results. Let's see how well I do.